Tēnā koutou everybody. Ko te kahoroa hau, ko Ngāti Wai toku iwi, ko Ngāti Hiro Rehua toku hapu. I'm from Whananaki, which is about 40-50 k's outside of Whangarei. And I just wanted to bestow my blessings to this hikoi going through the rohe and between Te Hana and up to Waitangi. Much love and much aroha to you all. Kia kaha, kia ora, kia aroha. Unfortunately, I can't be up there with you leading through there, but I take it upon myself and my people to offer the blessings as you arrive into Waitangi, because it's a very, very historic time, and I commend you all to be a part of this, and I commend you all for having the intuition, the matakite, the understanding coming from our divine Creator to make you all and empower you all to be rangatira in your own right. Because very soon we will have a groundswell of people who are very afraid and are very scared for what's coming up. And you all have seen a little bit earlier than the rest. So that's why you all need to be strong for our tangata who are who may be not up to speed. But remember, they are up to speed. There is nobody that is at a different level. There's nobody at a different level. We're all at a different, we all have our own different puzzles, pieces to put to the puzzle. So kia kaha again, kia ora again, kia aroha again. So much love to you all, and hopefully I'll meet you all again very soon when you get back home, back to your rohe, and where we start to build the mana back to the land again. So when you go up to Waitangi and you feel the mauri of that area and you feel the connection to the chiefs who signed He Waka Putanga, bless them, and after that bless yourselves. For when you come home, and be sure to do your cleansings and that when you come home as well. Go to your awa, go to your river and splash a bit of water on, because you'll be coming home with stuff, basically. So, and it's not bad stuff, it's just stuff, where we come back and we can build with those tools again. So, ngā mihi everybody, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa, kia ora. Kia ora. Kia ora tātou. Mark Page Puaku e karakia mā tātou. I've got to put it up really. I'm not used to talking on one of these, so my name is Rawiri Te Kowhai. I'm actually from Mohina Mutu. That's my mother's people, and my father's people is from Ruapuki, so I'm Tūgoi as well. Nō reira, māku hei tuku atu he karakia, hei whakawātia te huarahi mā tātou. Nō reira ka whakahau tātou. Mai e, te tikua mai e, te tawhitu mai e, te kahui, kuna ariki mai e, ka tafu whiki nā tua. Mai e. Anai tēni ki wāturu e te kaihaku, te whakawātea te huarahi mā tātou. Hei wainia, tuka waini raru, waini rangi nui e tūnei, waini pakatua ruku tapako nei, waini waenga wahi, waini ngā māpuku. Nā tuku atu tamakia putiki wa hongi ka tā whakawhaka hukutanga ariki roro. Nā te tauwina mai e, te tukua mai e, te tawhiti. Ka tū ka whakaheke nuku, ka tū ka whakaheke rangi. Ka kau manoa, ka kohu manoa. E rongo, ka haini he kinga. Tukuru, ka putu whakamaurua kia tīna. Kaini e, hui e, kāi e.
To make this journey to
I feel it's important to always feel the mauri of specific areas. Now, when people carry a particular kaupapa, then they must understand through history where it comes from and where the mauri was created for these things. And if we're talking about he waka pūtanga, then if people from the south want to know and be with that kaupapa, then they must go to the north and do it. However, there are a lot of other situations in the country which obviously make these situations more difficult. So the question is complicated.
Even 9 minutes.
But this is a rōpū about, standing up, waving a flag of peace, saying, hey, we take ownership of our bodies, Timoranga tira, but as we know, the government has put in place all of these rules and regulations, and I suppose this is the unsung, the whānau, the rōpū that doesn't get an opportunity to speak. So what is it we're trying to achieve?
That's exactly it. Tino rangatiratanga is the main focus, I suppose, for this, and it comes from both Pākehā and Māori, is that we can all make our own decisions for our own bodies. These are our temples, so we should be able to make the decisions that we can to betterment ourselves. And of course, historically, Māori haven't been exactly looked after very well by the medical system, so it's only prudent that we share our kōrero.
So we're going to make our way up to Waitangi, where in 1840 there was a signing of the treaty, but even 5 years before that there was even another document that was more important, and that was the one that Māori did assert to. Tell me about that.
The Proclamation of Independence is what we're trying to get everybody to call it, because the government like to call it a Declaration of Independence. However, you can't declare independence if you've never been taken over by anybody. So it's a proclamation of independence, and basically that document is set up the structure for the Te Tiriti o Waitangi. There's no way that Te Tiriti o Waitangi could exist if it was not for 1835 He Waka Pūtanga. Because in Te Tiriti o Waitangi it addresses the chiefs of Nutireni. Nutireni not meaning New Zealand, but meaning new terrain, coming from the Latin words of terrain and terra.
And so the last question I just want to pop out to you is, you would probably know from social media, well, we don't really follow and trust media, but hey, Uncle Hone has said, don't come up to Ngāpuhi. Waitangi didn't invite you, the treaty grounds didn't invite you. If you want to do something up there, go where whakaputanga all started. What's your response to something like that?
Every chief has their own right to say stuff at the end of the day, and I tautoko what Hone said. But at the same time, people should be able to go back home. I mean, there's not people from Ngāpuhi, a lot of people with whakapapa ties that are going back to Waitangi. The other thing, there's a lot of different hearsays that Waitangi Marae had the pōwhiri today, and it's all been ka pai. So there's been a lot of different stuff in the hull.
Now, last question. You are a rangatira stooped in tikanga Māori. How are you going to get through levels 3 Waikato into Auckland, back out again when you don't have the narrative of government's exemption forms? Are you going to go off LORE?
We are going through common law, I believe, and I don't want to get too much into the situation, but LORE in conjunction with common law for our Pākehā using common law and the Māori using our tikanga, that was the idea. So that we can finally create the partnership that the treaty was always supposed to provide. And I better hurry up.
And last one, what do you want to get out of this? What do you want to get out of this march, this hikoi over the next couple of days? What do you want from this?
I'd like to see the Treaty of Waitangi in law.
That's it. Me. Yeah.
Mr. Waikato, what's your name again?